3 billion miles from the warmth of the sun, the world grows silent. The light dims. The cold deepens. Here at the final frontier of our solar system, the sun is 900 times fainter than on Earth. It is no longer a giver of life. It is merely a distant flickering star lost in an ocean of obsidian black. This is Neptune, the lonely guardian of the abyss. A blue sphere drifting through the dark, hiding terrors that defy everything we thought we knew about planets. It was discovered not through a telescope, but through the cold, silent calculations of mathematics. For decades, a ghost was tugging at the orbit of Uranus, a shadow in the dark, pulling at the fabric of the cosmos. Astronomers could not see it, but they could feel its presence in the numbers. And when they finally aimed their lenses where the equations predicted, there it was, a blue jewel hidden in the shadows for eons. Since that moment of discovery in 1846, Neptune has completed only a single orbit around the Sun. 165 Earth years for one Neptunian year. Imagine that. Moving in agonizing silence through the frozen reaches of space, year after year after year, while empires rose and fell on the pale blue world far behind it. But do not let its serene azure clouds deceive you. Beneath that calm sapphire veil, Neptune is a laboratory of atmospheric madness. A world where the laws of weather have been twisted into something monstrous. This planet holds a terrifying record. It is home to the most violent winds in the known universe. Storms here do not simply blow, they scream. Supersonic gales tear across the planet at over 1,200 miles per hour, faster than the speed of sound itself, faster than a fighter jet at full afterburner, faster than any storm ever recorded anywhere in the solar system. Think about what that means. If you were to stand in these winds, your body would disintegrate before the sound of the wind could even reach your ears. You would be torn apart in silence, the roar of your destruction arriving only after you were already gone. But here's the deepest mystery. Where does all of this energy come from? At such a staggering distance from the Sun, Neptune receives almost no solar warmth. Everything here should be frozen still, and yet the planet radiates more than twice the heat it receives from the Sun. Something is burning inside it. A strange internal furnace glows deep within its core, a fire buried in the ice, powering storms vast enough to swallow the Earth whole. In 1989, humanity finally sent an emissary to this distant world. The Voyager. 2 spacecraft, after a 12-year journey across the solar system, swept past Neptune and beamed back images that stunned scientists. Among them, a nightmare made visible. A massive Earth-sized hurricane known as the Great Dark Spot. A bottomless pit of swirling chaos rotating along the planet's southern hemisphere. But years later, when the Hubble Space Telescope turned its eye toward Neptune, the Great Dark Spot was gone. Vanished. Only to reappear somewhere else entirely. Unlike Jupiter's Great Red Spot, which has raged for centuries, Neptune's storms are ghosts. They emerge from the darkness, devour everything in their path, and then dissolve back into nothing. No one knows why. No one knows how. Neptune is a planet that breathes, and its breath is made of shadows. But the strangest secrets are not on its surface. They are buried far below. As we dive deeper, past the supersonic winds and the layers of frozen methane and ammonia, the pressure becomes a crushing weight. Thousands of miles beneath the cloud tops, a strange alchemy begins to take place. Neptune's gravity squeezes carbon atoms with such overwhelming force that they transform. The molecules break apart, rearrange, and crystallize. Scientists believe that deep within the mantle, it literally rains diamonds. Massive, glittering crystals, some perhaps as large as boulders, fall through a scorching liquid ocean toward the planet's core. Imagine it. A sky that rains precious stones. A cascade of diamonds drifting downward through electrified seas of hydrogen and helium, only to melt at the bottom into rivers of liquid carbon. A treasure hoard, greater than anything in human history, locked forever inside a planet we can barely see. This is a world of impossible contradictions, frozen on the outside, boiling beneath, a core hotter than the surface of the sun, buried within layers of ice that have never known warmth. And then there is the magnetic field. On Earth, our compasses point reliably north, guided by an iron heart spinning at the center of the world. But on Neptune, the magnetic field is tilted by an impossible 47 degrees. It is offset from the planet's center. Chaotic, lopsided, as if the very heart of Neptune is broken, or hiding something we cannot yet understand. This invisible force creates a distorted shield around the planet, interacting with the solar wind in ways that still baffle scientists more than 3 decades after Voyager's flyby. But Neptune is also a thief. Its largest moon, Triton, was not born here. Triton is a wanderer, a frozen exile from the distant Kuiper Belt, the icy graveyard at the edge of the solar system. Billions of years ago, this rogue world drifted too close to Neptune and was captured by its gravity, trapped forever in orbit around its captor. Triton is unlike any other moon. Its surface is a frozen wasteland of nitrogen ice, where temperatures plunge to nearly absolute zero, minus 390 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet even here, in this realm of unimaginable cold, there is movement. Ice volcanoes erupt from its frozen crust, spraying liquid nitrogen plumes miles into the thin pink atmosphere. A geyser world at the edge of nothing. But Triton is a moon marked for death. It orbits Neptune in the wrong direction. Backward. Against the spin of the planet itself. This is the only large moon in the entire solar system that does this, and it comes with a terrible price. The gravitational forces between Triton and Neptune are slowly, inexorably pulling the moon closer. A slow, inevitable spiral toward destruction over the course of millions of years. One day, Neptune's gravity will tear Triton apart, shattering it into countless fragments. And in that moment of cosmic destruction, something extraordinary will be born. The debris will spread into a vast, dark ring system around the planet, a crown of broken ice and stone for the king of the abyss. Neptune already has faint rings today, but they will be nothing compared to what is to come. Beyond Neptune, there is only the endless interstellar void, the Kuiper Belt, the Oort cloud, and then the empty dark between the stars. This blue giant stands as the last great lighthouse before the total night of deep space. It is a reminder of how small we are, a reminder that the cosmos was not made for us. We evolved on a warm, pale world, bathed in golden light. But out here in Neptune's realm, the universe shows us its true face. A realm of extreme cold, of supersonic screams, of diamond rain and broken magnetic hearts, of captured moons spiraling toward annihilation, and storms that vanish without a trace. At the edge of the world, there is no one to catch us if we fall. There is only the silence. There is only the pressure. There is only the abyss. And Neptune drifts on through the dark, alone, patient, holding its secrets close beneath that beautiful blue veil, waiting perhaps for us to one day return and finally understand the terrifying truth of what lies in the deep. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey to the edge of the solar system, do not forget to subscribe for more cosmic mysteries.